Hello and welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Should we read them off the screen? Dare I send you for the questions?
Oh, I'm not going.
All right. We're going to read them off the screen today.
I don't know.
We've got Craig Burley
We're
here.
not professional enough to have the questions in place. I'm not getting up.
We've also got Pablo Zabaleta and Julien Laurent with us to answer your questions. So let's see if you can please Craig with what you've got, because it's not often that
Well,
he's
it doesn't matter if I'm
time.
pleased or not. I just sort of waft some of them away.
Yeah, well, sometimes we hear the word guff.
Guff.
All right, first up then. Ronaldo won the Champions League with Madrid in Lisbon. Bale won the Champions League with Madrid in Cardiff. Does Kareem the Dream win the Champions League for Madrid in Paris? All my money against Liverpool. How do you deny destiny, Jules?
Exactly, you don't. You don't. That's what I've been saying for weeks now. Kareem the Dream on home soil as well at the Stade de France in Saint-Denis near Paris. I think for everything we said on the show, yes, Liverpool are a better team, of course. They play great collectively. They've got that intensity. The press and the counter press is very impressive all the time. And they've got that energy. But Real Madrid seems invincible in this competition. We have to be honest, even if it's not at the Bernabeu, so the magic might not be completely the same, there's clearly something there. And that's why I think that Kareem the Dream will win it.
I think we need a little trademark on Kareem the Dream.
Is it at the park? I get always mixed up. What stadium is it at? Is it the Stade de France? No.
It's the Stade de France, right, Jules?
Yeah, Stade de France, yeah. Stade de France, which is in Saint-Denis, which is obviously in the suburbs, and Parc des Princes is inside Paris, where PSG play.
Yeah, Pablo, the bookies are on Liverpool's side. Is destiny on Real Madrid's, though?
Well, I mean, you never know. Liverpool, I said before, they've been really good in the last few weeks. You know, they've been playing a fantastic football. Even last game against Southampton, they make a few changes and the team won the game. You know, Real Madrid also have those moments and those comebacks that we have seen in the Champions League been absolutely amazing. So, huge game. It's going to be a fantastic game for sure, but I think Liverpool have a small advantage.
We stayed at a lovely hotel in Saint-Denis ahead of the opening game of the '98 World Cup.
Who's we?
What do you mean? Well, it's Scotland.
Oh, Scotland.
Yeah, but I'm talking about it in a different context.
Right.
It's not a game. Although I wouldn't say we, as you know. Anyway, the Scotland team, we stayed at this love, and Tony Blair came to the hotel. The Prime Minister, to wish us all luck.
Prime Minister back at the time. How did that go
Sod
down?
off. Because he's an England supporter. Best of luck. Yeah, right enough.
Apparently the next question is for you, Craig.
I've no idea what that hotel was wasted on us. I can't remember the name, but it was lovely.
But it's a very posh one. Craig, what's your handicap in golf? Who on the panel is the best golfer?
Me.
What's your handicap?
2.
2?
At the moment.
Wow.
But I play the most. Well, Stevie doesn't play anymore. Well, he does. He didn't rejoin the golf club this year because he's too tight, didn't want to spend the money. And then he was going to come and play the odd occasion, but he fell over the dog, which is true. And so he's got a bad shoulder. So.
Is that the best you've ever been at, 2?
No, scratch.
Wow.
Scratch. 1, 2, 3, 4 recently, but I'm 2 at the moment.
So you're not as good as you used to be.
Well, across the board, I think you could say that.
But he's definitely the best on the panel.
It's a tough. It's not. Listen, it's not a difficult. Ali's only just started playing. Shaka's a disaster. Dan can barely pick a club up, and Stevie's a good golfer. He is a good golfer. He's just got demons in his head. Lots of demons.
We need some videos from the golf course of Stevie.
I've got some videos of Stevie from last year in the most horrendous golf gear. Well, it's not golf gear.
What does he wear?
He wears normal clothing, like a check shirt, long sleeve, like big baggy sweater. Not golf gear. Huh? Put it one way. The first thing you should be doing with the gear is our old colleague, Paul Mariner, God rest his soul, once said, Stevie should go in his wardrobe and get all the clothes out, every single piece of the clothes, and burn that on a bonfire.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so he won't be getting a golf clothing range out anytime soon.
Stevie's not. I hope he's not watching this. Scares a disaster.
No, he's on vacation. We all know that.
Oh yeah, everybody knows. Reply all.
The whole company knows. Reply all, Stevie Nicol, his favourite thing to do. Pablo, do you play golf?
No, I never played. I tried a few times when I was in Manchester, but it was raining all the time. It was cold and windy, and I just give up and I say, not in Manchester again. So I'm back in Spain now. I have no excuse. I've been 2 years now in Spain, but I didn't try again. So, but I should at some point.
All the foreign players that used to come to Chelsea and Celtic, they all took up golf.
They all take up paddle in Spain.
Zola and Vialli and all these guys, they couldn't play, they never played Ruud Gullit, and they all took it up. That's what they're supposed to do when they come to England. Think about Angel Cabrera, Pablo Angel Cabrera, that great Argentine golfer. He won the Masters.
I know. Even Carlos Tevez and Sergio Agüero, when they were there, they used to play a lot golf very close to Knuckford, where we used to live, and but I've been always very lazy to play golf in the weather.
Yeah, all right. Next question's for Jules, and it says, question for Jules: if Mbappe does not go to Madrid this summer, should they just use the money elsewhere? As a Madrid fan, I'm tired of the whole transfer saga, and I don't want to wait another year.
So, I mean, if you miss out on Erling Haaland to start with, and probably because the priority was Kylian, and you thought or you were convinced at the time that Mbappe was coming, so maybe you didn't push too hard for Haaland because you knew you had Mbappe. If you miss out on Haaland, and miss out on Mbappe as well, this is a humiliation for Real Madrid. As we've been saying, this is the biggest club in the world. You can't, this is not good. It's not a good look at all. So then you need to go out and make up for that, make up for the loss. But who do you go and get? You try to get Mo Salah, for example, who is still not sorted out in terms of contract situation at Liverpool, only 1 year left on his contract. He wants the money that clearly Liverpool are not ready right now to offer. Maybe there's something. Do you go and get Lewandowski, for example? But I'm not sure the Lewandowski-Benzema front two would work as well as a Vinicius, Benzema, Salah front three, for example. So but you need to go and do something because Rudiger is not enough. You know, Rudiger could come. No one will remember Rudiger came. Everybody will remember that Kylian snubbed you again and that Erling Haaland preferred City to Real Madrid. So they have to do something. The problem is right now, because they're not going to sign Cristiano or Messi either, Mbappe and Haaland are the two next big stars. They're not going to get Kevin De Bruyne. So they're a bit limited now in terms of who the next Galactico is going to be, considering that the one they wanted or the two they wanted didn't come in the end. So it would be huge if Mbappe doesn't come, and for them they would really have to do something to almost make people forget about it.
Right, it looks as though we are going to know very soon. We have a Manchester
You're bored of it?
City.
Everybody's bored of it.
Everybody's a bit bored of it, yeah.
Got a whole summer of it.
We'll keep talking about it on this show anyway.
But when the season finishes and everybody's done and dusted, how long are we going to drag that out? Because if he announces it within the next couple of weeks, just after the Champions League final, that's next weekend, the 28th, I think we're stuffed.
Well, listen, we can look for
We'll have to go back to the Neymar documentary or something. We'll have to do something.
To the Spanish. We're just going to. The producers have decided that only when you're on, we'll talk about this.
Okay.
Yeah, along with Player of the Year awards.
Yep.
Yep. And a few other things as well.
Ballon d'Or.
Man United Player of the Year.
Man United Player of the Year. Well, there won't be one of those, will they?
Well, they bottled that as well, didn't they?
Yeah, it looks as though there's going to be
how can Man United
no
not
traditional Manchester
How can Man
United
United not have a Player of the Year because the players have decided? Let me tell you.
Well, they'll still give the award to those players, but there just won't be the traditional ceremony according to the reports.
Well, if I was David De Gea, who I think has been absolutely terrific, why? I know they've had a bad season, terrible, but why should De Gea not be able to get up there and say, without me, you'd have been in the bottom half? I mean, literally, they would have been in the bottom half of the table, hovering around there, had he not been back to his brilliant best. So it's a lot of nonsense. You know, you have good seasons and bad seasons. This trying to appease the supporters. Everybody wants to appease now. Everybody's worried about people being upset. Oh, we better not have an award. We were so bad they'll get really upset with us. Everybody knows you were terrible. Everybody knows Ronaldo scored goals. Everybody knows David De Gea was excellent. And everybody knows, as a generalisation, most of the other ones underperformed and were horrible. You don't have to like run away and hide from it. Goodness me. Yeah,
so the rumours are, Pablo, you may have heard that Manchester United's players have decided not to have their traditional award ceremony, not to hold one this year because of the disastrous season that they've had. The awards still will be given to those players, but there'll be no ceremony. What do you think of that?
Well, it shows you, you know, how terrible been this season for Manchester United. I mean, is very in England. I mean, always when I've been at Man City years ago, that we were a mid-table team. We done it at the end of the season. It's something nice that probably you come with your partner. You enjoy a moment with your teammates and families. You see the same table and some of the sponsors. I know some people from the club. I think that this type of event brings people together. I know that, you know, not because you been in a bad season or disappointed season, you're not going to do it. I mean, as Craig say, you know, you should award maybe De Gea, even Cristiano Ronaldo, scored a few goals for the club. I know that, but sometimes you have to respect those traditions. Years ago, because of COVID, okay, it was hard to do that. But now, they should have done it.
I mean, I've lost cup finals, FA Cup finals. And, I don't know, usually you have a function afterwards for supporters and players and, as Pablo said, families. And look, you know, lost 4-0 in the '94 FA Cup final. You don't... The function's not getting cancelled because somebody played badly or somebody let somebody down or you were walloped. It is what it is. You can't run away from it. You go along and you say, well, next time we'll try and be better, and you gave our best and, you know, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, it's not a huge story, I get that, but it just kind of sums... It's not a massive story, it just sums up the modern day mentality of worried about PR.
Right.
This is Man United in a nutshell, right? Worried about clickbait, worried about Facebook hits, worried about social media hits, worried about the PR, worried about this, worried about that. That's Man United now in a nutshell. More worried about all the things surrounding the actual thing they should be most worried about. That kind of sums up the people in charge for me at the moment. And I don't mean the football people, I mean the people behind the scenes that are running the club day to day for the ownership. Right. That kind of sums this club up for me. It's more concerned about what people think than the reality of where they are.
Yeah, and just to go back, the last two were cancelled due to COVID, but yes, this time around it could actually happen, but apparently they don't want it to happen. No, anyway,
but they never happen.
I'll tell you what is happening. Our next question. I actually think
you don't like reading them off the screen, do you?
Manchester United question. I don't mind. It's all right. I just like to kind of have an idea what the question is before I have to put it out there. But this one is definitely
What, are you saying
Pablo.
People behind the scenes might deliver you a question that's questionable?
I think they might deliver.
Worst and best moment for Pablo when he's my City team?
Yes, worst and best moment for Pablo when his City team faced United in the derby.
Best and worst moment?
Yeah, against Manchester United.
Well, that game when we won 6-1 at Old Trafford. Listen, I was not playing, I was on the bench. But it was one of the greatest games I've ever seen in my life. I was sat on the bench, just looking at all Man United fans, last minute of the game. They couldn't believe what they were saying, to be honest. And that was something incredible to see as a Man City player. Then the worst moment probably was when Rooney scored that goal from volley inside the box. That was an incredible goal. I was there, and I would never forget that goal as well. I was at Old Trafford, and credit to Wayne Rooney for that amazing goal. But that was probably one of the good and bad moments I have from my time at the Manchester derbies.
good picks there. I think we've got some more questions, actually.
Have we?
I think I wouldn't know.
I must admit, that's a blow to me, telling me
don't
more
worry.
questions.
Just for you, like Manchester United, we're going to cancel this year's next question. There's no next question. It's all done.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're worried about what people think.
We're going to be worried about what people think.
We're worried about the comments in the comment segment below.
It didn't finish in
We're not taking this serious enough.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.